So good evening friends, it's been a while since I've uploaded a studio vlog, so in today's episode I'm going to be bringing you guys on a journey to show you guys exactly what's been going on at Katnipp over the past few weeks. But before we jump into the episode, I really wanted to invite you guys into the moment where we tested our new click and drop system, and I'll tell you guys all about it in just a second, but I wanted you guys to join us in the moment and really enjoy it with the rest of the team. We're printing, boys. Haha, too late.
No card.
I'm angling it so you can't see the addresses. Well, it's not time consuming. It's just a long process.
Next time, when there's two people, one come off orders a bit earlier, like they need 10 orders from the other person, do you know what I mean? And then, but it's Matthew needed to know what we're doing today. So.
We're still going.
Going and new click and drop system working, and these are all the labels. Thanks for Login
So that was the first day concluded, and the new system has definitely got its advantages, but it's also got its very, very clear disadvantages. And I wanted to show you guys this quickly before we talk about the studio vlog. This weather came out of nowhere. It was this thick fog that rolled in off the sea, and I just snapped a quick time lapse and hyperlapse of it because in the time that it took to come, it went, and it was just super weird, and I just wanted to share it with everybody and just sort of give people a sense of what the view is like outside of our office as well. So guys, thank you for joining me on another studio vlog, and thank you to all the Patreon supporters that are allowing me to continue to invest in my own future and the channel, and to be able to continue to do what I love, and to be, to continue inspiring everybody else to chase your dreams, which is ultimately what we're about on this channel. If you're new here, I am the 𝐿𝐴 and obviously I am a studio assistant for Katnipp, aka Catherine, and I package orders and deal with the customers that message the Etsy store. So some of you, many of you already know me, some of you may be new to the channel, and if you want to know more about me, then there's plenty of other studio vlogs you can go back and look at. But anyway, less of that. I want to talk about what's been going on at Katnipp. Obviously I haven't had a studio vlog uploaded in a short while, and there has been some changes and a product launch. What you're actually seeing right now is a time lapse of me packaging on the launch of the new pins. We've got some new B pins, and they are super cute. Everybody seems to absolutely love them. They are flying off the shelf and giving me terrible carpal tunnel, so I've had to start wearing braces on an evening, but it's all in the name of putting smiles on people's faces, so it's completely worth it. But yeah, things at Katnipp have been fantastic. Obviously the product launch, and we've also switched over to the click and drop system, which I do want to talk about a little bit. For those that aren't business orientated, I do apologize, but for those that are business orientated and know what this system is, I also apologize. Basically, whenever we take the orders to the post office, they have to weigh the parcel and generate the labels. Now we've actually took out the middleman, and we're doing that now, but it has been a tricky transition for us, just because we've kind of jumped into it a little bit late. So we obviously get quite a lot of orders at this point, and we are in a position where we are having to finish packaging orders like an hour early just to try and get the labels generated and printed and stuck on the parcels for the 4:30 pickup time that the postman comes. And it's not an easy feat at all. Honestly, it really isn't. And that has been probably one of the biggest challenges in the last couple of weeks at Katnipp. It's probably why I haven't really focused on making sure that I've got the camera all the time and stuff like that, because it's more just been trying to focus on making sure that we are able to get the orders out. And every day it's kind of that worry, it's kind of that I'm always putting a lot of sort of thought process into trying to figure out how we can make this system faster, make this system better, and it's just been absolutely mental. So I want to talk to you guys about something else that happened this week at Katnipp. Now, I don't want this to come across as bragging. I am only sharing this because it's an opportunity actually to just take an insight into kind of my approach to big orders. Now, this is the biggest pin order I have ever seen at Katnipp. This is the biggest pin order that I've ever seen, that I've ever packaged, and I quite honestly, you can see my frustration there, quite honestly had no idea how to even approach doing this, because one of the things at Katnipp that we kind of focus on quite a lot is presentation. Presentation is a utmost priority when we're packaging orders at Katnipp, because at the end of the day, it's your first experience, it's your first look at the Katnipp product in your hand, and if the first impression is a badly wrapped package, then it's going to leave a bit of a sour taste in your mouth. So looking at this, I'm saying to myself, like, how the adult language am I going to package this order? So it did take me a couple of seconds to kind of just take a step back and realize, right, okay, this is how we're going to approach it, and this is how I'm going to do it. So basically, I just gathered up all the pins, put them on the desk. You can see me sorting through them now, and this is me sorting through the pins to try and match the backing card up with the pin. Not really the best way of going about it, but when you've got, I think it was about 30 something pins, I don't really think there is a good way of approaching it. This was going to take a fair bit of time either way. Now, this actually took me approximately about 45 minutes if you account for finding the pins, putting them on the backing cards, and then packaging them and putting them in the box, and then writing the name on the box. In total, it was about 45 to 50 minutes, which is absolutely insane. Just for one order. So this one order took me almost an hour of my time, but it was super fun, and yes, my fingers did hurt a little bit afterwards, but it was so fun wrapping this package, and just sort of part of the fun and the challenge of working at Katnipp is figuring out how am I, especially when it comes to big orders like this, is kind of asking yourself, how am I going to make this look appealing so that it puts a smile on people's face, so that people look at it and think, oh my god, that's so many pins, you know, they're overwhelmed, they're happy. Now, unfortunately, there's only so much I can do, but I thought, right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap these up in these little bubble mailers that we've got, the little bubble wrap packets that have a little red pull on them that you can seal up, and I thought I'm going to put them in sets of 3s and try and keep them colour coordinated or pin coordinated, so 3 of the same pins or 3 similar colours in the same one. Now, it didn't quite work out looking back at it, but this customer was an exceptional customer. They had ordered another order after this, and I wrote them a little thank you card, and I think it was important that I wrote the thank you card, a little thank you note, because it was quite a big order, and it's a lot of support for a small business. So I was actually completely blown away with that level of support, and I know that Catherine was completely blown away with that level of support as well. But I wanted to invite you guys in. This entire series is about being like truly authentic. I don't want to use this as an opportunity to kind of say, haha, look at us, and I don't want to use this opportunity to kind of just say, you know, to kind of just say, oh yeah, it's a great job. I want to use this opportunity as a almost like the other side of the coin to Katnipp. You get to see Catherine, who is obviously the brains behind it, but this is an opportunity for me to kind of show you the muscle behind the orders, and packaging all those orders that we get is ultimately mine and Matthew's job, and occasionally Emily's, and it is a hell of a job, and it is such a fun job and such a fun place to work. But obviously there's only so much that I can document working for Katnipp before it starts to feel a little bit samey, and I want to take this opportunity to kind of just ask you guys, if you haven't already, to let me know what you think on the van build video, and I'd love it if you haven't seen it. You can always go back. I'll put a link in the description. I'd love you guys to check it out, because when our van engine gets replaced, we are looking at doing a lot more adventures in the van, and I'd love you guys to join us. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining me in this week's studio vlog. I'm sorry that there was no intro. I'll see you guys next time.